Welcome to Drag Duel, a new online drag competition series hosted by myself, the drag detective, and BUCY and ZELDAVOX, two of my favorite drag artists that I know.
Each week, our fierce drag competitors will get the chance to compete in a variety of different challenges designed to test their every drag skill.
In the end, only one of them will come out on top and get the grand prize of $2,500.
With over 200 applicants, we had a very difficult time cutting down to our 12 incredible cast members.
We tried to keep the cast as diverse as possible, and we believe we achieved it.
We have 2 Black performers, we have 2 Latina performers, we have 2 Indigenous performers, we have numerous international performers, we have 2 drag kings, a performer over 30, that's old in gay years, and a performer under 20.
Our cast is also very diverse when it comes to gender expression. We are featuring 2 spirit performers, transgender performers, AFAB performers, as well as gender non-conforming people. We will be judging them and comparing them only to each other in the guidelines set by the specific challenge. We do not wish to discredit anyone's art, as art is subjective.
These drag performers will compete in 11 major battles in an attempt to win the $2,500 grand prize. This prize package also includes a $75 lash package courtesy of LashCorp, as well as other goodies that have yet to be determined. If you or someone you know would like to contribute to the Drag Duel prize package, please email us at dragduelofficial@gmail.com. We will happily promote your product or business in exchange for a contribution towards our prize package. Contestants will also have a chance to win weekly prizes from challenges, as well as the hearts and wallets of the fans. Their tipping info will be on screen frequently, so be sure to leave them a tip if you like what they do.
Each episode will be divided into 2 different parts, giving the queens a chance to have 2 weeks in between challenges to properly prepare and give us their best work.
While we want to give the contestants 2 weeks to prepare each challenge, we will still be posting episodes weekly, so you'll still get your drag duel fix. This will result in a whopping 22 episodes total this season.
There will also be a bunch of extra footage on our Patreon, where we will be posting something new almost every single day. By joining Patreon, you get to see unaired confessionals, unaired footage, uncensored episodes a day early, as well as every single contestant's lip sync from that week. And you can join us, the judges, for our live weekly watch parties, where we will be spilling some tea that you will not hear anywhere else.
With all of that being said, our drag warriors are ready to enter the arena and start the battle.
Now, let the drag duel begin!
Our contestants have been getting to know each other in a Discord server for the last 3 weeks. What have they been up to? What friends have they made? What enemies have they made? Let's find out.
Bronze, silver, gold. Hello, hi everybody, my name is Rosa Gold y yo soy su diosa latina. I am here to bring a little bit of Spanish Latin flavor. I'm 24 years old, and although you might see somewhere down here that I am living in Montreal, Canada, I am in fact from Bogota, Colombia, and I'm here to bring you all the spice these other bitches would never. So, there you go. I'm a little bit of a veteran of the online drag scene, and by that I mean I've done a lot of these shits and have won like 1 or 2. So I know some of the people around. I've taken a break from online drag. I've developed myself as a live performer, as a host, as a comedian, and you know, as like an actual like living, breathing drag artist. Like I'm ready to go back into the ring. I'm ready to see what other people have to offer and to really show up and show out. I think I'm here to prove two main things. I'm here to prove to the audience that, you know, a performer from a relatively small drag scene, perhaps not from the US, and that has had to have some amount of like trials and tribulations to get to the point in their drag that I'm at now, can succeed, and can succeed on like an international platform. And more than anything, I do think like, oh yeah, it's overwrought and whatever, but I'm here to prove something to myself. I'm here to prove to myself that I'm gorgeous. No, I'm just kidding. I'm here to prove to myself that I can do this shit. I feel like I've been out of it for about a year and a half. I've done like live competitions and stuff, but I haven't really been challenging myself. So I'm here to prove to myself that not only can I come into this, that I can make it all the way to the end, that I can, you know, battle these fucking monsters of drag. And I'm here to just show off that like to myself that I'm like the drag queen that I know I am. Yeah, you're just gonna get to see a drag performer that loves drag as an art form and that can do a shit ton of drag without necessarily like boxing myself into just looking this beautiful and feminine. I have my own lane, they can get out of it.
Oh, looks like trash day came early. Hi, I am Trisha. I'm 23. I currently reside in Chicago, Illinois. My pronouns are she, her, in drag, he, they, out of drag, and let's get down again. I would say really stand out because I'm one of the few girls who I feel like makes literally everything. Like, I sometimes will contact a wig stylist here and there, but that's the only thing I'll get done. Like, everything else I like to do myself. I really hope people just take away like a fun little giggly character that's not afraid to talk shit, who's not afraid to have fun, who's not afraid to say their mind, and just like remember me as just a good time gal. I'm gonna sound really cocky, but I go into everything with the mindset of I'm going to win. So I'm going into this at least being like, I'm going to be top 3, I'm going to push through, I am going to make sure that I'm there because I have major FOMO. I don't want to be like the girl who's kicked out of the group chat like 2 weeks before the end. Like, I want to be here till the end. I plan to be here till the end. My goal is to take that crown.
Trisha can! I think that there's a lot of like funny, shady, like really like personality. I know she's competed before and I know how messy the competition circuit can get. But mama, we're here to make TV, YouTube TV. Subscribe. She is one of the best seamstresses in the cast, paints beautifully, does her own hair, does her own productions.
I think that Rosa Gold is gorgeous. I know that she was kind of on the tail end of online competing. When I was leaving, she kind of was starting and doing all that. This is gonna, oh my goodness, this is where I'm gonna be the villain. I think Rosa Gold is very good at taking a bunch of ugly pieces and making a really pretty outfit. I don't, like, there's not many other ways I can word that, but like, for me personally, if I zoom in, I'm like, I'm not a fan of these. But when I like zoom out, I'm like, the whole picture looks good. She's not my biggest threat. I think that she's just going to do very middle of the road.
I'm here to roll out the competition. When I first found out that I was cast on Drag Duel, I was kind of like, oh shit. I really didn't think that I was going to be cast, and so I was excited and terrified at the same time. I feel like I don't have anything to prove to anybody because I think that what I do speaks for itself, but I would like to spread the love of drag kings to those people who maybe haven't had a chance to see us shine before. I just want to bring the message that drag kings are fabulous, we're talented, we have so much to offer to those people who just haven't had a chance to like get exposure to us before. I just want them to learn about drag in a more holistic sense and learn to love us. When I first started kind of messing around with makeup in my room, it was very much under this like impression that there wasn't any place for me to do that outside of my bedroom. And when I moved to Korea, that's when everything changed for me. I didn't see what I wanted to see in the scene, but I did see a scene that was super accepting and super welcoming. As a drag king, you really had to like present something from the get-go because audiences are not interested in you. Like, they're not interested in a boy on stage, and so you have to present something sort of fully realized from the beginning. Otherwise, they just turn around and go buy a drink while you're busy performing. So originally, I would channel my masculine energy from, I used to say that my drag was a representation of all the mistakes you ever made, like man-wise, the male mistakes of your life. As somebody who sort of found my queerness later in life, who was very much like closeted to myself for a long time, I had a lot of experiences with men where I just thought, I hate this. I feel like I was channeling all those men who like frustrated me and annoyed me and like, you know, came into my space in ways that I didn't like, and that's what I thought that channeling masculinity meant. But my drag has definitely evolved so much since I started. The queer men around me, they're the ones who inspire my drag now. Queer men are the ones who made me feel safe and made me feel like I could express myself.
I think Tyler's a little bit of a shit, but in the best way. In terms of like their looks, my only critique is like, and I hate quoting Coco Chanel, she was a Nazi, but like take one thing off. Like the concepts are all there, but like one extra thing to just be like taken away to really like hone in on the concept, because I don't exactly know what the Tyler NOLL brand is.
Oh, finally someone abducts me for a change. Where's the probing station? Hi, my name is Hydra. I am 23 years old. I come from Serbia. I go by he, him out of drag and she, her in drag. I'm out of this world. When I decided to do Drag Duel, my biggest goal was to prove to myself that I can compete with people who are not like from Serbia, and that my drag is good like on a global level, because drag here really isn't that developed. So I would really love to prove myself against people who are from places where there is more drag and more opportunities for drag. Drag in Serbia has really evolved in the past 2 years. It used to be really like, not even crafty, but like second-hand and cheap and low effort, because there was nowhere to go and there was no money to earn. But recently, a lot of new queens came to the scene and there were a lot of new opportunities. Recently I was with one of the most famous singers in the country, performing her song on the biggest TV show in the country. So it's really going in a good direction, but the country is very homophobic still, so I don't know how far it can develop. I think the thing that sets me apart the most compared to other drag artists is the fact that I'm a combination of things that usually don't come in a package in one performer. I think I'm really creative and like a look queen, but I'm also, in my opinion, a great performer. I do dance really well, and I think I incorporate a lot of humor with a lot of like fears, drag queen, new age, cunty stuff.
She's a bitch. Hydra's a fucking cunt and I love it. See, Hydra is the type of girl where she says everything that you're thinking so that you don't have to take the blame, because she can take the blame and she doesn't care because she loves it. I would love to see her butt heads with more people. I would love to see how she drags some of these people like across the mud, and I will stand back and like gladly clap for her as she does it.
Explicit, risque, deranged. That's me, GlassStaine. Hi, I'm GlassStaine. I am 25 years old. I use she, her pronouns in drag and he, him pronouns out of drag. And I'm the biggest cunt in Hartford, Connecticut. My initial reaction to finding out that I was cast was obviously excitement. I mean, I auditioned for a reason, so I was glad that I got on. And then that was followed by uncertainty and a little bit of nervousness because I want to know who I was competing against. But honestly, I am just ready to kill it. I'm ready to make my impact. I love shocking people, and I love kind of people's reaction to maybe being a little bit scared of me or like enthralled by me. Like it makes me happy that people are maybe a little bit put off with some of my performances or my looks. That's very cool to me.
I love GlassStaine. GlassStaine is somebody who, in my early years of drag, really took me under their wing, really taught me a lot. I competed in their competition twice. The first time was really bad. Evie oddly sent me home with a 3 out of 10. It was intense. But the second time I came back for All Stars, I grabbed the I grabbed the bull by the horns and I won that shit. But Glass means just so much to me. Like, my alternative side, my edgy side, like, that's because of Glass. Glass means just the world to me.
I love Trisha Can so much. Trisha has been one of my best friends in the community for a very, very long time. And I was very excited going into this competition and seeing the whole cast and knowing that Trisha was there. It just made me feel so much more comfortable. And, you know, we are always going to be there for each other without a doubt throughout the entirety of the competition.
I really like GlassStaine. I think she's been one of the funniest in the group chat. Most people have underestimated her online, and I'm a bit surprised by that.
I think that alt drag is not represented in a lot of spaces. I like edgy, creepy, disgusting, gross, filthy people, and I feel like she's a filthy bitch.
I think Glass's perspective on drag is different. It's always good to have a Dragula monster on the cast that you can beat and go out around like 5th or 6th place. So
I don't know. I don't get the feeling that Rosa likes me very much. I know that might be a little direct, but I don't know. I just get kind of like a very weird vibe sometimes. Like, I'm not sure she is the biggest fan of me, but I think she's very pretty.
If there's one thing I know how to serve, it's pussy. Hi everyone, my name is Callie Coquette. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. My pronouns are she, her in drag and they, them out of drag. And I've been doing drag for only 10 months. I moved out to Cleveland about a year ago. And I decided, you know, now's the time. If there's any time in the universe I want to start drag, it's now. And I just found a lot of success in the local scene straight away. And it really helped me to grow and prosper and really take drag seriously. When I found out I was cast on Drag Duel, I was obviously over the moon. I was super excited because this kind of competition is the perfect chance to show hosts and like people all over the world that like, even though I am a baby queen, I'm taking this very seriously and I'm sticking around for a long time. And then I saw the cast and was like, oh, I'm not as fierce as I thought because everybody else is really talented and amazing. The anxiety set in, the being scared set in, but I am kind of getting over that now as people have become more friendly and we've had chats, and it's all a mishmash of very severe anxiety, excitement, and having fun. And that's drag. I think something that is really different about my drag is that I obviously paint very subtly. No, I have huge makeup and very extravagant hair and stuff like that, but I also really perform sexy numbers and more high energy things. Like when you look at Trixie Mattel or like Kimchi or like Gottmik, they are so focused on the look, which is amazing obviously, but they don't totally focus all of their energy into the performance aspect of drag, and that's something that I think that makes me stand out, is I do the makeup, I do the fashion, I do the performance. I'm very well-rounded.
Callie, what can I say but Cleveland? Her promo look was, you know, I think she had a terrible accident at the wharf and she fell into some netting. Jesus, I'm not meaning to be this mean.
Callie Coquette is like really, really cool. I actually really like her. We chatted a little bit. I like her vibe. Yeah, I just really like Callie. I like having kind of like another alternative drag artist on the cast.
Glass and I are the alternative girlies of the season. She is a shady bitch and she knows it. She seems like she's gonna be very, very entertaining and bring the drama.
Callie said something rude about my promo look, which I was not the happiest with. Callie said that my promo look was disconnected.
There are some people that are shady little bitches like Hydra and Glass who will ask shady questions in the chat, and I'm an autistic bitch, so I answer the questions directly, and then they're like, Callie, how dare you? And I'm like, you asked the question, bitch. I'm hoping that it is all in good fun. Everybody seems really friendly.
I'm put together and you look like you washed up on the beach in a couple of minutes. I think that Callie is really young and really straightforward, and that's great in some contexts, but when your look is really not that cute and you read other people's looks, I'm like, girl, read the room. Like, nobody else was doing that and you read me down. I was like, what is this child doing? We forgive and forget, or we forgive but we don't forget.
Not soaking clock. Greetings, Earthlings. My name is Orbit. My pronouns are she, her. I'm 21, and I'm the retro-futuristic alien doll that resides in Phoenix, Arizona. So what makes me unique and what sets my drag apart is definitely my makeup. That is probably the biggest thing. I am visually very different from everyone else that I've seen ever. So that would probably make me unique in the best way possible, because there's only so many times I can look at a brown smoky eye. I was very excited to be a part of a competition because this one has like monetary value and I like money. I am trying to prove nothing. But also, I want to prove that T-girl drag queens are not just beautiful human body queens, we're also disgusted, rotting clowns.
Oh, Orbit is probably my favorite person on the cast because we are basically the same person. She's like the Juno Burch and I'm the Trixie Mattel, where it's like we do things wildly differently, but we get lumped in together, and so we just are like becoming very quick friends.
Callie, I live for her because also she's a big makeup girl and I appreciate that very much so, because usually on casts, whether it's for like competitions or whatever, like shows and everything, I'm the only one that looks insane. I'm the only one that looks like a clown, and so I appreciate another clown bitch here. Also, she's really nice and her prom look 8, so.
Orbit is the mug of the season. Nobody's competing. Like, that mug, I'm very excited to see what Orbit does.
Orbit has stunning makeup, but I haven't gotten anything else from her so far.
Personally, I think everyone sleeps on Hydra. I think she looks really glamcore, very gorgeousness, like polished and cool. Also, like, low-key very funny. Like, really funny, and I don't think anyone clocks it, but like I do. I don't know. I low-key live for her, so.
Ein Eisberg in Germany? Well, es gibt kein schlechtes Wetter, nur schlechte Kleidung. Herzlich willkommen, it's me, Titanic Donovan, and I'm just 20 years old, even though I sank in 1912 on the ocean. But now I'm back, here I am, welcome. Well, Well, what makes me unique is that I look very rich, but if you look closely, I'm actually very cheap. When I found out I was cast on Drag Duel, I was like, agreed, right decision, they should do that, yes. I love drag, I love the art of drag, just like everyone else, but I do it myself, my own way, so it was the best decision to cast. I'm the perfect Beispiel for German drag. It's very cute, it's German, and it's fun. And it's a little bit goth, always. Even though I look very rich, it's always a little bit goth and punk. I want to prove to myself that I can work on my drag consistently. Like, I'm not just doing drag for fun, I want to make it as a job, I want to make it in the drag world, I want to make it as a full-time drag queen, and by doing all these challenges and sewing all these looks, I'm like making 90% of the looks I'm gonna do for Drag Duel. And I want to prove to myself that I'm actually funny, because I don't know if I'm funny. I think so. I'm always telling myself I'm funny, you know?
I think Titanic is definitely one of the other competitors that scares me a lot. I think me and Titanic in certain ways are kind of similar. I definitely think of Titanic as like an alternative performer, and so am I, and she likes to draw on a mustache and I have a natural one. She, I'm not gonna lie, kind of does scare me a little bit, because I feel like her looks are a little bit more grandeur, where I'm more like, I like skimpy clothing, and I feel like that might be like comparatively, I'm a little worried about that.
Titanic is probably my favorite. I love everything she does, the whole vintage aesthetic. She seems really funny, which I didn't expect. I thought she was gonna be just a look queen because she's like really young and looks really good, but she's been impressing me non-stop.
Who was Hydra again? Oh no, shit, that's my European sister. Fuck, sorry. We have to get through this together, like, there cannot be a European girl going home before the finale.
She needs a woman, and she needs a crown. Hello darlings, my name is Shenita Woman. I'm 29 years old, my pronouns are she, her, and I am the lesbian drag queen of Seoul, South Korea. I think what sets Shenita Woman apart from all the other drag artists out there, one, I am in a very marginalized group of drag artists. There's not a lot of lesbian drag artists out there, and there's very few Black lesbian drag artists out there. But besides that, I bring so many different cultures and so many different points of view to my drag. Like, many things have amalgamated to make who Shenita Woman is. Like my African culture, my British culture, the fact that I started doing drag in South Korea, like all of the things that make me who I am. Like, nobody else is like me as a person, so definitely nobody is like me as a drag artist. What kind of mistake has happened here? That was my initial thought when I got cast on Drag Duel. I feel like I'm still coming up. I'm still developing myself as a drag artist, and I was worried that I would be a little bit too fresh for a competition like this. So I was like gagged, gooped, surprised, but also like, if they think I can do it, I can do it. I wanted to set out to prove that drag is for everybody. Drag is an art form that is accessible to anybody who wants access to it. Art is something that brings people together, so there's no reason why it should be like pigeonholed to a certain community.
Shenita and Tyler, together, power couple. She needs a woman, she got a drag king.
When I found out that we were both being cast on Drag Duel, I was a little bit scared, to be honest, because she is fierce competition. Like, let's not mince words. She is fierce, she is incredible, and she's also really competitive, which I am not. I feel like I simply want to like show the best of me, and she wants to beat these bitches. Like, I know she wants to beat them. And so I was a little bit afraid that we would kind of like clash in some ways.
I think at the beginning, it wasn't even a sense of like, we are gonna be in this competition together. It was like, this is an amazing opportunity. We should both apply. We didn't really think that either of us would get it. And we definitely never thought that we would both get it. But I don't think we were really prepared to do the competition together. Like, I know I wasn't. I don't think Tyler was either, but I definitely wasn't. And it's an adjustment. It's like a double-edged sword.
The last time we competed against each other, it was a competition for new performers, and she won. Like, good for her, she won. I came second, and she won. And the second time, it was kind of like an all-stars vibe, and I came first, and she came second. And she didn't take it as well as I took the second place placement. She was a little bit, well, she was very, very upset for herself for not doing her best. And she was happy for me, but at the same time, she was really hurt that she felt like she didn't show her best self. So it is kind of scary to me still because we didn't really discuss how it would work. We've been really trying to lift each other up, but I think when we start getting feedback, things might be a little bit more difficult.
I think him and Shenita definitely make like a power duo. That being said, 2 birds, 1 stone.
I hate you.
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm 32 years old. My pronouns are whatever you want them to be. I don't care. I'm from Danbury, Connecticut, and this is my sassy tagline. Those dogs, right? Yeah. When I first found out I was cast on Drag Duel, a little shook. I'm very polarizing. A lot of people don't get what I do. So for people to say, yeah, you know, that makes sense. Let's see what this one can do. I'm just like, okay. The first thoughts I had after seeing the cast, a little bit of panic, and then reassurance that what I do is not what they do. And they do what they do well. All of them do what they do well. But I do what I do especially well, and I'm just gonna embrace that. I think what sets me apart from a lot of other drag artists is that I am always seeking to surprise people. Even the name, you expect Susan to come out and be this awful garish monster, and I come out and I look pretty, and then I do fart jokes. It's just about surprising people and giving them the unexpected and giving people something to feel. People love or hate surprises, but they feel a way about them. I don't really think I have anything to prove to others. This is just for me. I just want to do what I love to do, and if other people are inspired to do more drag and enjoy what I'm doing, the more the merrier. I love what I do, and if someone else says, I love what she does, I want to do something like that, I didn't think that was an option, by all means, come on, like, join me. It's fun. See, I love competition because I love deadlines. I love being bullied into doing things because a lot of the time I don't feel great and I don't get as much done as I want to. So having something that says, no, I don't care how you're feeling, you have to do this now, it's great. I love it. I make my best stuff under stress.
Susan is so fun to me. I love what she does. I don't know how well it will fare in the setting of a competition, but I think she's so smart and so funny, and I can't wait to see what she does with every challenge. I think she's gonna subvert and twist everything in her way.
How can I put it nicely?
Susan, I am not sure about. I don't have the best looks, so I can't be reading anybody for their looks. But I can be reading Susan for her looks.
She is wild. So wild. So off the rails, but I love it. Also, Susan ? Is so fucking funny.
Well, yeah. It's Susan, and then there's a big question mark for me. If I had to pick one person that's going to be eliminated first, it's probably Suzanne, I'm sorry. I'm mean, fuck, I didn't even drink something.
She's coming in more established, but more traditional, whereas a lot of us are very much on the newer end of drag. I think she's great, she's funny, but I'm interested to see where the looks go.
Callie Coquette, I see fear in her. She seems like she doesn't understand that she is a star. And she's young, yes. It's something that you learn, but I hope she learns quick because I like her. But the fact that from her Meet the Queens, she's already calling herself an underdog, baby, the competition hasn't started yet.
Susan looks terrible. Susan is not a fashion icon. What Susan is probably one of the funniest people I've personally met. Susan is like gut-wrenchingly funny. That being said, if you could watch a Susan ? Show in the dark, I think you'd be very well served.
Rosa Gold is an angel. Rosa Gold is a workhorse. Rosa Gold is here to compete. Rosa Gold is good at everything, and I'm scared of her. She's someone I've wanted to compete against for a long time, and she's someone that I know I'm gonna have to put in my work for because she's not gonna let me just win easy peasy. No.
Susan, Susan is, we've had troubles, definitely. We used to be really good friends, and we kind of had like a very big falling out a few years ago, and we have not talked since.
She's someone that I used to be friends with.
In my mind, like, I am kind of like past it. She still has me blocked, so I don't really know what that's about. So clearly she is not over it.
I respect her as an artist, and I will let my feelings be my own, and I'll see what she has to say about this situation.
She is a very funny entertainer, and I will leave it at that.
This is probably a bad time to say I'm not really into butt stuff. Hi, my name is Bobby Uranus. I'm the 7th planet from the sun, but the first king in your heart. I'm 23 years old. I am from Westchester, New York, and my pronouns in drag are he, him. What sets me apart from the other competitors is I'm very versatile. I will try anything, drag-wise. I'm a little bit less adventurous in bed. The demisexual pins right here. I've kind of done a bit of it all. I will do everything to make a show the quality that it needs to be. Props, sets, directing, scripts. I want to make a world with every single number I do. I'm excited, nervous as hell, but I'm excited. I know I could get my way through this, but I'm really here because, you know, I have a lot of self-doubt. Just a lot of things have not gone my way in my life, and so, you know, it's very validating to be here, but it's also the weekly, bi-weekly fear of going home. I'm here to prove to myself that I'm talented and I can show the world who I am, and that's someone who Drag is something that has brought me so much joy in my life, and my mission in drag is to bring joy to others through that. I want people to know I'm a genuine person. I'm a performer who puts my heart into everything, and I am here to give you quality. I feel like a lot of pressure for myself into myself. I really want to prove to myself that kings are really not deserving of the flack that they get. And I guess, yeah, I'm thinking about how in so many of these competitions, whenever there has been a king, they have gone really far because we're fucking talented. And like all those ones like Camp Wanakiki, Dragula, like those kings deserve to get to the top. It's not been oh, he's a king, so we're gonna put him in the top. It's really been like, he deserves to be there. And so I wanna be among those.
Bobby Uranus, I think, is a very talented king. I do think he's earlier in his career. I know he sews a lot of his own stuff, which I give props to, especially as somebody who sews. I do think he's going to be really phenomenal in a few years.
I really enjoy him. We've had a lot of conversations over Discord, and he's a really lovely person.
I'm very curious to see what Bobby Uranus does. I think that people could be definitely underestimating him.
I love that there's another king in the competition. I love to see kings. I'm a little bit worried because they seem a little bit like not super confident in themselves, and I kind of just want to shake them sometimes and be like, come on, like you've got this, you're representing the kings. Sometimes in the chat he's a little bit self-deprecating, and I think, you know, he can do better than that, and I want to see what he can bring if his confidence was like, you know, where it should be.
Bobby Uranus and I are friends now. We are going to be helping each other through this competition. I love Bobby. I think Bobby's promo is extremely underrated. Like, it's a whole mermaid man. Merman made, man-made mer. And I think that's camp.
Susan has become kind of like a drag mom to me. She lives very close to me. I hope I'm not the person to start talking about the fact that Susan and Glass used to date, but I had started a group chat with the three of us because we all live relatively close to each other, and I didn't realize that Susan had Glass blocked or the other way around, so it was very awkward. And I'm like, oh, let's hang out, and like only Susan was responding, and like then Glass was, it was weird. But I did not mean to start that drama, but you guys casted them, so.
He is such a sweetheart. We actually message outside the group chat. He's the only one who talks to me outside the group chat, and he is very funny, he's very kind, and he's very excited to be here, and the fact that he's excited to be part of this makes me excited to be his friend.
I was surprised to see another king, but I'm so happy that Tyler's here. I know there's always like a token king on a lot of these shows, and I'm so happy to have another king here, and he's amazing.
She's painted. Hi everyone, I am Christy Da Vinci. I am 23 years old. I currently live in Chicago, Illinois, and my pronouns are she and they. Honestly, my reaction to getting casted on Drag Duel was first being gooped, second being gagged, but third, I was actually really excited to do it because I really haven't had that great of an online competition experience. Last time this happened, certain situations occurred where I may or may not have been unjustifiably eliminated. Honestly, I'm here to prove that I'm more than just a pretty picture on Instagram. I feel like people underestimate me a lot because, of course, I look gorgeous, so they're like, she can't be funny, she can't know how to dance, she can't perform, but they'd be wrong because I can do each and every one of those things, so stay tuned. I think what sets me apart from other people in this competition and just other people in drag in general is I feel like I have such a unique perspective. From my background, like whatever, all that story stuff, but other than that, I feel like I really like what I like, and I work really, really hard until I get it perfect, and I don't really take no for an answer, especially not when it's for myself. If there's a deadline, I will get it done, but I feel like not only can I get things done really, really fast, I can also do them really well in a short amount of time, because I am also lazy.
I was very intimidated by Christy.
I'm so intimidated by CHRISTI.
I think Christy is very intimidating.
She is definitely the most well-established and well-connected performer on the cast, which very much intimidates me. I'm very scared of her.
Christy, definitely big competition for me.
CHRISTIdavinci is definitely one of the few that I am intimidated by. I actually judged CHRISTIdavinci on my competition Queen's Purgatory when I was running it. And so to go from like being a judge to her to like being on an even, like we're both contestants is a little strange. I'm definitely a little intimidated by CHRISTIdavinci for sure.
Nobody can be that pretty without having some sort of fault. So it is my job in this competition, along with all of ours, to find out what the fuck that bitch got wrong with her. I have to believe it's the personality, because if you're that pretty, you can't have anything going on up there. So something's gotta be wrong, right?
Ugh, fucking Christy. She's so pretty, and she's so nice, and she's so good at drag. I hope, I hate that she's good at things, and it makes me mad.
CHRISTIdavinci, I feel like I haven't got to develop an opinion on her yet. Like, she doesn't talk in the chat. I feel like she has done a lot of these competitions, and so I think she thinks she's kind of got it in the bag, maybe, or maybe she just is busy, but it seems like she's not putting in a lot to the chat. She's not putting in a lot to like getting to know people.
She has a big reputation when it comes to looks. Like, I know that she has been making looks for, I think, Saint from Dracula. She has also been doing looks for Orion's Story from RuPaul's Drag Race. And when I saw her look, I was like, yeah, cute. But, you know, Callie has been doing drag for 10 months and I think her look was a little bit better, actually.
The relationships on the cast, it's a fucking clusterfuck, everybody. And your girl is staying out of it. Christy and Trisha, they live together so they can produce things together.
Me and Trisha first met performing at a now closed RIP club in Lansing, Michigan called Spiral Nightclub. We started performing together, we got really close. We were the same age group, so it was like, well, we are the same age. So we related over that. We loved Drag Race. I felt like it just kind of built from there.
I followed that bitch when she had 800 followers, so nobody called me a clout chaser.
The fact that I get to do this with literally like one of my best friends in the whole world, my drag sister that I literally started doing Michigan drag with in Lansing. We were performing on a Sunday for about 3 people and sharing $5 in rotation. Seeing how she has grown has pushed me so far to grow myself, and I feel like I know she feels the same. Having her here is gonna be amazing because I'll always have that one person I can like, I'm comfortable with and I know will like not judge me. Going through it with someone that I can trust, most importantly, because I don't know these other queens, and the one I did know sent me home, so.
I'm coming into this person like, I know the threat she is. I cannot let myself get in my head over what she's doing, so I'm just gonna make sure I'm doing me to the best of my abilities.
Knowing that me and Trisha are roommates, I feel like I kind of anticipate the other queens being maybe a little gooped and gagged, and maybe a little bitter, but hopefully not too bitter because we are generally just here for a good time. I also think that they're scared. I think the girls are kind of scared. I mean, I would be too if I saw Trisha can. I mean, I guess I am, but she's my sister, so she's not that scared of me. It's nice to know that there's other people besides just me and Trisha. I feel like it takes the microscope off of us at least like a little bit, but time will tell.
For their very first side quest, our drag warriors are going to have to compete in a challenge that is so grueling, so despicable, so disgusting, and is going to test every single limit of their sanity. And that challenge is going on a date with me. The drag warriors are going to have a very short amount of time to impress me. And if they don't, if they say something that I don't like, if they do something that turns me away, all I have to do is say, next! And now let's welcome our handsome, rich, stylish, awesome, very cool, and definitely not a loser contestant, Derek! My name's Derek, I'm 25, and if there's mayo on that sandwich, you can fucking keep it, bitch. I make videos from my desk for a living, so you can bet your ass I have severe back pain. So if you want to blow this back out, it'll save me a trip to the chiropractor. I am the detective, and I'm looking for a man who can solve the mystery of this dick. Hi, I'm Derek. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Derek. It's Callie. That's my name. I'm 19, so you know, young and supple, just for you.
I'm 25, which in gay years is straight like 45, so there's that. So tell me, Callie, something that is really important to me is music. So what's in your current Spotify rotation?
Well, I listen to the same playlist every single day. It's about 10 hours long, and it's just straight screaming.
Oh, like Blood on the Dance Floor, or like Bring Me the Horizon type of screaming, right?
No, just like straight screaming. You know, it really helps calm me down. Reminds me of my childhood trauma.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, to each their own. What do you look for in a partner?
I really like somebody who is very feminine and lovely, you know. I'm mostly into women and like non-binary people. So, yeah, actually, I don't really know why I'm here, but I mean, like, maybe we can make it work.
What do you find a green flag in a person and a red flag in a person?
Well, I'm colorblind, so flags look very similar. I think green flag would be somebody who can just take care of me, you know, buy me lots of presents, spend a lot of money on me, always give me DoorDash, I never have to work. And then red flag is like someone poor.
Next.
I'm sorry, I just want a sugar daddy. Jesus.
I am not the one. I've never been a sugar daddy. I will never be a sugar daddy. If you want a sugar daddy, you can go out and find one. Hello, Trisha.
Hi. How are you?
I'm okay. You know, I haven't had much luck today with these dates, but we're hoping that you might be a little bit better than the last couple. So I just had a couple questions for you. I just want to get to know you. So most importantly, do you believe in Bigfoot?
Actually, my uncle is Bigfoot. I actually come from a long line of Sasquatches. I don't really go on dates with people who aren't Sasquatches, but I guess I'll make an exception for you.
You know, I have been called a bear, and that's pretty close to a Sasquatch, so like, I feel like that could still work out. Also, I need to know, what is currently in your Spotify rotation?
I actually don't use Spotify.
Next. Oh. Hello, Tyler. Welcome to our little date.
So nice to meet you finally in person.
Just to start off with some questions, are you a good cook?
Actually, I'm a really good cook. I'm really good at cooking. I have been cooking since I was a teenager when I turned vegetarian, which I'm not anymore. RIP, sorry. I like cooking Sri Lankan food because Shenita loves it, so I love cooking for her, and I love it when she tells me that my food is good. So.
Oh wait, you have a partner already? Why are we? What? Next. Ah! Hello, GlassStaine. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Derek. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, I was just reading this really good book earlier today, and I was curious. What was the last book that you read?
You know, it was a long time ago.
Like how long?
4th grade.
Oh, okay. That's not that long, but you know, pretty long.
Yeah, it was just like a few years ago.
Okay, well, what was the book?
What was the book? You know, I think that, you know, I'm more into reading people's auras, you know, and reading their vibes, you know. Books, I mean, aren't we past books now, you know?
Yeah, sure. What's my aura giving off to you?
It's giving I'm feeling like a little bit of like drag, mixed with like a little bit of like detective.
Oh, okay. So like what kind of like colors are you seeing in my like aura?
Pink and yellow.
Where would I be detecting? Like what crimes am I solving?
Drag.
None of that is right, so next.
Oh, damn.
Hello, welcome to our little speed date, Shenita. I'm Derek, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, darling.
So I just have a couple like questions just to kind of get to know the vibe, like see how much we like match up. Most importantly to me is, do you believe in Bigfoot?
I do not believe in Bigfoot.
Oh.
Because I'm 5'0", and the concept of something out there that is that huge just cannot be. I refuse to believe.
Okay, no Bigfoot. Does that also mean no Loch Ness Monster?
Loch Ness definitely exists. That's a whole different, like, kettle of fish.
How is that different?
No, the Loch Ness has a home. Like, you know, there's somewhere where it can thrive and survive. Bigfoot, we don't know where that bitch is.
The forest isn't a place for it to survive? You don't think it can just like eat some berries and call it a day?
Not at that size. It's gonna need a lot more than a couple berries to survive.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. You know, I just realized you're a woman and I'm gay, so next.
It was never gonna work.
Hello, Rosa Gold. It is really nice to meet you.
Hi, Derek. I'm here.
Are you excited for our little date today?
Hi, Derek. I'm here.
So, if you were prime minister for the day in Canada, what would you do?
First of all, thank you for being culturally sensitive. It really helps out. I feel so othered in this in this date, being the only Canadian here. I would like annex the entire state of Massachusetts, just for fun, just to see how it would go.
What would your approval rating be?
Oh, 0%. Like below. Like, can it be negative? Can we have negative approval? What?
I mean, you can be the first one.
Listen, I'm here to break records, so why else am I here?
Also, like, I really want to know, what is like your red flag in someone that you're dating?
That they're like too nice to me. There's no reason you should be nice to this. You should like sex this up. You should like want to hold this, but don't be nice. Be a little bit of an asshole.
Okay, so you want me to like call you ugly, punch you in the face, rip up your wigs?
I want you to try for sure, yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to catch a felony, so next.
You think you'd catch a felony? I'm a whole ass immigrant. You could literally throw me into a ditch in parts and you'd be fine. I'd somehow get charged with a crime. So, no, none of this shit. Listen, Cleveland. Watch it.
Okay, valid, but still next.
Fuck!
Hello, Bobby.
I wanted to set the mood.
Oh, wow, I like this little candlelit moment.
Thank you. I also didn't know what kind of flowers you liked.
Oh, I'm deathly allergic to roses. I will blow up and die.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, I do like a peony. Do you have a peony?
I have one in my pants, but I don't think I'm allowed to show that.
Oh, okay, and I don't really want that, but that's fine. I want to get to know you, you know, like we only have a short time, so like, what's your favorite type of soup?
Favorite type of soup? I gotta say pasta fagioli. Sorry if that's not a very exciting answer, but it's the truth.
Green flag. That's a green flag. I have a really important question. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Do I believe in Bigfoot? Well, I live in the woods.
Have you seen her?
Yeah, I've seen her.
She's my best friend, so I just, you know.
Oh my gosh, well,
How would you feel if, like, our next date, we decided to hike up Mount Everest?
let's go for it. You know, drag performers could be a bit airheaded, and so, you know, we don't need to worry about the magnitude or the whatever it is.
Did you just call me stupid?
No, I'm saying, I mean, you're not a drag performer. I'm saying.
Next. Hi, Titanic, how are you?
I'm horrible, how are you?
This is like my 7th or 8th date today, and I'm just starting to get a little discouraged, so hopefully there's a connection between us.
Well, let's see how it works. I'm German, I'm good at making connections.
So, like, teach me a word in German.
Wurst. Do you know what Wurst is? I hope you know what Wurst is.
What, Wurst? Pulse? What is it?
Do you know Bratwurst? Because I would like to have yours, right now. Can I say next? I want the next date, immediately.
You can't, wait, you can't next me. Oh, hi, Orbit. Hi, Orbit, how are you?
I'm doing good. That's it.
That's it? No, nothing else going on?
Yeah, that's it, nothing else.
Oh, okay. I don't believe in the flat earth conspiracy, but I do believe in 1 or 2 other conspiracies. What's a conspiracy theory that you believe in?
Drag queens don't exist anymore. Everyone is just a talentless twink.
Fair enough. Do you believe in like the Loch Ness Monster or like Bigfoot?
Okay, not Bigfoot because I don't think feet should exist. And also Bigfoot is low-key fetish content. But I do believe in the Loch Ness Monster because the Loch Ness Monster is it is my pussy. Okay.
You know, I'm kind of offended because like I've been called Bigfoot before and like I kind of identify as like a Bigfoot, so I'm just not feeling very validated by you at the moment.
Look, if the big shoe fits.
No, next. Hello, Susan.
Hi.
I'm so glad to be here with you tonight. I just have a couple questions. I want to get to know you. What's your favorite punctuation mark?
You know, I'm honestly a huge fan of the underscore because I like to get down and dirty.
How do you feel about children? Do you like children?
Oh God, how do I feel about children? How graphic can I get?
As graphic as you need to get, I guess.
I think children should be put in a meat processing plant.
Next! Next!
But hear me out.
Okay.
As workers and also the food.
Hello, Christy. I'm excited to like get to know you.
I know, this is crazy.
What's your favorite part about getting into drag?
Ooh, my favorite part about getting into drag is putting on my lashes. Because I can think, I mean, honestly, makeup and drag is a whole story of trust the process, please. But once you get those lashes on, you know everything's gonna be okay.
What's the most annoying thing to do while you're in drag?
Oh God, honestly, using the phone, especially when you have nails on, no, I don't think.
What is like the most ideal perfect first date for you?
I would love to say sucking dick and cock, but I don't know if that will make the cut.
Good to know. Okay.
I mean, just kidding. I don't even know why she would even say that. No, honestly, but for real, I love anything that's chill. I'm a super easygoing person. It could be McDonald's, because I love a McDouble, bitch. You cannot keep me away. Or something that's like a little bit more exciting. Like, I love a museum.
Okay, well, museums like bore the shit out of me and I hate dead things, so next.
Rats.
Hi, Hydra. My last date was so hot I had to go take a shower afterwards, so let's see how this one goes.
Ooh, I never shower.
So I just want to like get to know you a little bit. Something that's really important to me is food. So can you cook?
Yeah, I can cook. I have a dog. They're so delicious.
What's your favorite horror movie?
My favorite horror movie, maybe The Ring. I love the little girl. I love how she rocks the 40 inches.
Okay, so what do you look for in a partner?
You know, like limbs, that's it.
I got 4.5, so I'm ready to go. I think I'm gonna say yes to Hydra.
Oh, what privilege. I'm gonna say, next.
Oh, wait!
So I had to go on a date with Derek, and he doesn't know it, but he popped my tuck. And I don't really know what I was doing, but I don't think he's in love with me. And that's a bummer because I really need this.
Wasn't that just such a fun side quest? Well, we want to hear from you. Yes, you, the gay person watching this right now. Linked in the description of this video is a Google form where you, yes you, can vote for the winner of this side quest. The winner will receive a cash prize of $25. Voting for the side quest winner closes on Thursday, August 14th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get those votes in now. What are you waiting for? This round's major battle is a talent showcase. We asked our contestants to show us their fiercest talent performance with one rule. You can't just lip sync. We want to see more. And on the runway, category is signature style. We want to see them be the most them they can be. So stick around for that happening.
The main challenge this week is the talent show, which makes me horrified because it's the one challenge that I didn't want to do. I think all of my talents are things that are not like able to be put into 3 minutes, so I'm pissing my pants a bit. Is that a term, like pissing your pants? No? Yes? Okay.
So I am very sad. Literally everything that could have possibly gone wrong today has gone wrong. I have been crying for like 45 minutes.
My equipment broke. The thing that I need desperately, I mean, it's the entire point of my act, really. My act is burlesque, but this thing sets my act apart from any other burlesque act. It is something that other people are not going to be able to do and other people are not going to expect. And I broke it while I was practicing. Just practicing the choreography, and I threw the thing across the room and I broke it.
I finally managed to find somewhere where I might be able to buy one, I don't even know. And so now I'm in a taxi going to this hardware store, praying that they have one. I have to buy it, come back home, get into drag in like 20 minutes, and then go shoot my talent show when all I actually want to do is curl up in bed and cry until I pass out, because I don't have anything left in me. I've been so stressed. We've been moving house at the same time as having to film all of this, and I feel like all of my drag stuff was on the back burner the whole time, and I kept trying to get it together, but
like I'm supposed to be getting into makeup in like 20 minutes and now I'm screwed. I'm so screwed. I felt the pressure of this so immensely that I thought, like, am I even cut out for this kind of thing? Like, can I even do this? Like, why is everything going wrong? Why is everything falling apart? And why am I even here if I can't get it together?
I know, like, drag is about making things work and doing what you can under the circumstances, but I just feel like I've been doing what I can and everything has been going wrong. Everything has been... I'm not gonna be that bitch that cries on camera, but I am gonna cry some more. Yeah, I feel like I just want to give up.